4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear. That's 10 birds.
You gotta finish it.
You
have to finish it!
Tree.
Oh my god, I can't fucking
Go up the octave. Merry Christmas.
So many fucking birds.
That's 10 birds. If someone's tried to saddle me with 10 birds to take care of for Christmas, Mama, that's death.
I've been with cat lesbians.
Relationship over.
I've been with cat lesbians. I've been with dog lesbians. I've even been with one unfortunate kid lesbian. It wasn't great. I don't love an Insta family. But I have never been with a bird lesbian. And bird lesbians, you know you're out there, get in the chat.
You know you're out there.
Are next level.
Yeah.
They live for like 50 years. The birds, not the lesbians.
They're really intelligent. I fear...
The lesbians, not the birds.
Yeah, well, I fear, like, if you give an intelligent bird too many creature comforts... I think that is a pathway towards collusion. And they're just going to start... Have you seen that Rick and Morty episode where he learns, like, he can talk to squirrels, so he can understand squirrels?
Oh, no. I do like Rick and Morty, though, especially when I'm on the road. Like, and I find it on Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, this is the right time to watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I love that, like, the squirrels understand what, like, Morty is like, oh my god, I can understand squirrels. And they're like, we got a live one here, you know, like, they like, they're alarmed at the fact that they can, that he can understand them, and they have to, like, switch timelines. Because you don't want to fuck with the squirrels.
No. I feel like, birds could take over the world pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Just welcome to the
dish. The holidays.
We're doing well.
We are. For us, this is actually on topic.
I think we are doing well. And we kind of match.
Yeah. We do. I think we could be going to the same party.
Yeah, we absolutely could.
Yeah.
I'm dressed like an actual Christmas ornament.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm dressed like the Fire Channel. Which I love. Yeah.
Love it. Actually, that's the cheapest way to do it. Girl, how are you?
I've multiple times I punted on that question when you've asked me on Cover Dish, so I think that I should actually answer you this time.
I love that.
And you know what? I'm doing all right. And this is a show where I try to be honest, but tonight I'm just going to try to keep it positive. Here's a fun story.
Ooh.
I went with friends to go get a picture with the mall Santa.
Adorable.
And we went in full goth regalia. That was really fun. Which, by the way, we're not the first people to do this. This was like an idea I got from Instagram. But I did really have a great time. Yeah, it's not going to focus. But you can see like the shape. You can see the shape of 4
goth queens.
Goth queens, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, I love that idea. I love
Nick.
finding your holiday joy. You know, I get to spend time with you.
Aww.
And you recharge me, especially like in person, in a way that I think I forget about. Because we do the dish, and then like I have the time with you on the video, but I think it's so different.
Yeah.
And
all I want for Christmas is Brooke.
And I'm here.
Yay! That's all it takes.
It's like, please stop doing in-person dishes. But but I think like finding your tradition, like I think tradition can't be owned by one particular group of people or side. And I think like the word tradition, like traditional family and traditional values and traditional marriage or whatever it is, you know, I'm like, no, like I have traditions with you. And I remember, oh my God, when we lived together, we would like put the garland on the stairs every year, and I hated doing it, but you loved it, and we just fucking did it.
I do, because it gets tangled.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Miserable. I still have that garland in my basement, by the way.
But you know what was great about that garland is we wrapped it around Penny when she was a puppy, and I framed that photo, and it's on an ornament, and it goes on my tree every year. And every year I pull it out, and that's my tradition, and my dog is dead, so it's a real bummer. It's been a rough year. Penny died.
Yes. So. I'm only laughing because of how you brought it up, which I think is actually objectively funny.
It is.
It had great comedic timing.
It is. Thank you. Well, at one point, I owned a bird. So, anyways, we are talking about holiday parties, and honestly, last week had back-to-back. I had 4 holiday parties in 3 nights. So there is no one more qualified to talk about holiday parties than me, who actively lost her mind last week at 4 holiday parties.
Wow,
in 3 days.
I had one, and I had the opportunity to go to perhaps more, and I said no. Were they all work parties?
All of them were work parties.
Oh, wow.
None of them were fun parties.
I'm glad. We don't get into specifics, but this scarf is bothering me. I work at a place where we have one, and that's cute. We have a cute one. More than one work holiday party is jail.
It is a
I
lot.
hate that. I actually hate that.
It is a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And I think...
How'd you get through it?
You know,
Pause for a brief intermission while we
we all
remind ourselves.
lubricate our own way. You know what? Honestly, here's what I will say I did.
Mm-hmm.
I pace myself for certain, right? Because it's like you can't actually let go, right? Like you have to be on.
No.
But I found myself like my favorite thing, and I was of course at a hotel, staying there, is I have this silicone tea kettle from Japan. And
Glad you said kettle. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
No. This like little like tea kettle that pops up.
Yeah.
And I go back to my room and I put on my sweatpants and I pack like very luxurious herbal teas.
Mm-hmm.
Like very luxurious. You got me really good green tea for Christmas, so shouts to you. You keep me going during the day. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Amazon
for my
reviews.
birthday. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But I like go back to my room, I make a really good cup of tea, and I get in my sweatpants and I like come down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this like tradition I've been doing on the road the last couple years, and it's really been nice.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, are you going to do that last nightcap? Hell no, you're not. You're going to have some fucking lavender honey tea in your room. And it's just kind of this moment.
Yeah.
And I'll like come down and I'll either like put on a news podcast or I'll put on a show, like just to kind of like, okay, where is the rest of the world right now and where am I? And it just kind of reorients me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if many of you know, but I work in the gaming industry, so I'm frequently in casinos. And casinos are designed for you to forget what day and time it is. So like if you don't leave, you're just like I literally would
That's
come
not
home.
alarming at all.
Oh no. I would come home to my partner and be like, I don't know what day it is because it was like 3 days indoors.
Yeah.
So ways to like orient ritual for me is like the key.
Yes, ritual, and you know, I could imagine like you're just one Pond's cold cream container and a cucumber away from like your own spa experience.
I am. Oh yeah. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because the hotel they'll probably give you a robe.
Absolutely.
Put the towel up here, cucumbers, cold cream, and you know what it is for me, bringing it back to tradition, is that there's something about like I've seen it, you know,
Yeah.
on Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it, and so therefore, like putting on the costume of relaxation,
Yes, 100%.
gives you relaxation.
Yeah, even if you're not like in a space.
Yeah.
Where you're like, hey, you know what? I'm not in necessarily the best space. I can at least get to that space.
Yeah.
Or fake it. And
Yeah.
there is something about faking it till you make it around the holidays too. Like there's going to be events you have to go to, and there's going to be things, and draw that line and leave early and come late and don't whatever. But
I think that's most of what it is. It's why
Yeah.
people sell you things based on that nostalgia, the tradition.
yeah,
And, you know, as queer people, tradition is not always something we trust because the traditions are not for us. But it doesn't have to be that deep. If you like Mariah Carey, then listen to Mariah Carey.
yeah,
If you like a package tied up with a bow, then just do that because it's going to give you a little bit of joy in fleeting momentary joy.
yeah. And I think,
But
like,
you know what? Personally, I need that.
yeah,
right
and
now.
I think like we were just talking about that upstairs, which is why we were late to the dash because we were talking about the dash.
We do also hang out. That's why we
do.
were late. We don't have a good excuse. We were just
mostly
talking.
hang out.
Yeah.
But like, what are the spaces? I think right now people are feeling. I'm gonna slow down while I say this. I think people are feeling out of control.
Oh yeah.
And I think they just feel a real sense of lack of control, whether it's from the election, whether it's from the election, or the election.
Yeah.
It really does.
Long list.
It is. It all gets elected. No, there's a lot of aspects, and like everything that's happening in Gaza and Syria and Ukraine and
the Sudan
there's
and yeah.
Yeah, and the
So
Sudan and the list keeps going, and the rise of the right in Italy and the neo-Nazis in Germany that just like are winning seats in parliament. Anyways, it just keeps going, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this general erosion of institutions. People don't trust their erosion and trust of institutions, and also general erosion of institutions. But I think for
Well, in erosion, cliff sides.
yes, complete erosion, climate catastrophe. This is what you tuned in for. There's no viewers right now. We're fine.
Yes.
Anyways, but my point being, this is my point. My point is,
Bring it home,
we're
girl.
feeling a lack of control,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a million different spaces where we feel helpless and we feel whatever. And I think holiday traditions and where you find joy are really key, and you have to get into the micro of your world, because I think right now with the internationalization of news, with the immediacy in the 24-hour news cycle, everything can feel like a catastrophe and everything can feel helpless. And it's like, look, I don't give a shit if you use aluminum foil to make your green bean casserole. You're not killing the environment. The top 10 corporations pollute more than anyone else in the fucking world ever could. Do what you can. Do what you can. But don't lose your mind doing it. And I think that's the biggest key right now is like, how do you get back the sense of agency and autonomy within your immediate community? I'll give you an example.
I wish you would.
I'm so glad you asked. I was in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and I reached out to a community center there, and I got a tour. And I'm going to do something with them in the fall next year. I'm really excited.
This was the LGBT community center.
It was. But what was so inspiring about it, and I mean this genuinely, no hate on the LGBTQ centers in the Midwest or in the Northeast, many of which I have donated to, worked for, and love. But they have unhoused Wednesdays and Fridays. And they invite all unhoused people in. They feed them, and they have a shower truck, and you get 20 minutes. So it's not like 3-minute shower. It's like dignity of whatever you want to fucking do. You want to shave your legs? You want to jerk off? You want to phone a friend? I don't care what you want to do. But you have dignity in that space. And they had everything else. They have like all sorts of services. But what I loved about them is they are changing hearts and minds about LGBTQ people who come into that space, because those LGBTQ funders are feeding the straight people who don't give a shit about us, by the way. But that's not the point.
Right. That's not the point.
Because what does real kindness look like? We don't check an identifier at the door. And it was really inspiring for me, because sometimes, you know, I get frustrated at the LGBTQ industrial complex sometimes, and the nonprofit industrial complex. I'm like, we gotta think broader.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And there are ways that this center is changing hearts and minds that we'll never know about because of their outreach to all community members. And they're like, this is the community we're in. There's a high percentage of unhoused people. Why would we have these resources and gatekeep them? And I was like, take my money.
Wow. I have been humbled by this story. You were like Linus in the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
Oh.
Way more inspiring than Linus, by the way. Stepping on a lights, please. You remember that scene? It's like, just reads the Bible verse about Christmas, and I'm like, I'm an atheist, so
It's
try
so,
again. But
Christian porn Christmas special. But
yeah,
it's great.
But you just reminded me the actual reason for the season, which I think, in a sense of Christmas, is about like taking care of people and remembering the things that make us similar.
Yeah.
And the things that we all need.
Yeah.
And being generous.
I think it's about generosity.
Yeah.
I think it's about
compassion.
Generosity. Yeah.
Yeah. I love, Katya has a great piece of advice about loneliness. She says, maybe call someone who might be lonelier.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think, like, you know, that can feel like effort when you're down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I think it's good because sometimes, like, I can't call the super positive people in my life. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you need to find
I mean,
that
you
person.
could, but it's not going to be fun.
Oh, I don't call my mom enough. She's so positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll call her after this. But I love that advice. I think that's really good. And I think, like,
Yeah.
you know, I think we spend so much time worrying about our own community. It was really cool to see it was really cool to see the script flipped.
Mm-hmm.
And to see an LGBTQ center being like, we don't give a shit. Come in and eat and shower and take care of yourself. And if you leave and use the F word, we'll still be here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like if you're like, oh, F you, F son of a, I'm out. And it's like, okay, well, we'll be here next Wednesday and Friday if you want to. You know what I mean? Like, obviously not ideal. But, like, I'm just like.
No, it's not ideal, but that's really humbling.
It is.
Because normally we expect perfection from people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
On both sides of the aisle, I think. We expect this, like, perfection that doesn't exist.
100%.
And then it's like, well, if I'm not perfect, then doors will close. Spaces will be unavailable to me.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, it's not a way for us to connect with one another, but it's also not healthy for us trying to find our need for connection as people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were supposed to talk about something fun. Like
Holiday parties.
oh my God, girl. What are the top 3 things you want to see at a holiday party?
1, 2, and 3 is you. She was really late to my holiday party, so that's actually
Yeah,
big.
I was late. Here's the thing. I didn't write it down, and so I forgot.
Eileen started her season of no with those closest to her. It was like, I'm fucking out.
When I said season of no, I meant it.
Season of. Oh. Anyway.
No, ma'am.
Seasons
No,
of-
ma'am.
Seasons of.
No. Seasons of.
No. Anyway,
Girl.
so we're having fun. The best thing. Okay, so here's the best thing you can do at a holiday party. Obviously, I love a festive dresser. Now, I understand we don't love a theme.
As in a bureau?
No.
Oh, a person who
Yes.
dresses.
Yes. Please show up as a dressed up bureau drawer. That would be
A
great.
festive chest of drawers.
Very Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, yes.
Remember the wardrobe? Man, I would have fucked the shit out of the wardrobe when they turned back. Total dyke. Anyways, keep going.
Remember the, like, forced transvestism? When
And the henchman was like so devastated
Leave
by
it-
it, he ran away.
Leave it to the AP English transsexual.
Just as you're dragging me.
Oh, what did you think about Beauty and the Beast? Do you remember the forced transvestism?
The force, by the
Oh
way,
my
and
God.
violent. Because remember, he
Yes.
dresses like a woman and then he runs away.
Yes.
And
Genius.
and-
Genius. Fragile masculinity. What's the worst thing you can do?
Bloomers.
Terrified. Never saw him again.
No.
Mentally scarred.
Absolutely.
Wow. How did we get here?
We may never know. Scholars remain divided.
Something. Oh, you remembered. Something that you love about Christmas holiday parties.
Yes, holiday parties.
What do you love?
I love a festive, like, go like this. Like, you know what I mean? I love
Someone
a
who-
festive
yeah,
dress. Like,
dresses
show
up.
up. I
Yep.
love that. Like, whatever your festive dress is, I love that. Eat my fucking food. Eat the food I put out. My last party was catered by Trader Joseph's, and I threw out too much spanakopita. Eat my food.
I ate the food.
You ate the food.
I thought
You're
it was
fine.
good.
Catered by Trader Joseph's.
Don't cancel me. I ate the food. I loved it. Actually, no, it was really good.
Everybody really liked the cranberry cheese.
Yeah, no, I actually
Cranberry
loved
cheese always
the
great.
fried puff pastry. There were a couple
Oh
things.
yeah, the veggie
Veggie
pouches.
puffs, yeah,
I have
yeah.
more of those at the
The
house.
spinach puffs, they were so good.
They are very good. But yeah, so eat my food, which is very important to me. And I know
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh my god, I have dietary restrictions, and I respect that, but I'm also Italian. So I will always have bread and oil out.
Yes, yes.
For those of you who are gluten free,
Yeah.
I have options as well. But like I have
You
these
could
things
put
that I
out gefilte fish,
Yeah.
which I think is controversial to
Yeah,
most
brave.
people who have not grown up with gefilte fish, and I will eat it.
I love that.
I will.
I almost put oh my god.
I actually love anchovies.
I almost put, so I have these really high-end anchovies and sardines I was going to put out on the charcuterie, and Natalie told me not to.
Oh.
So then I packed the sardines, and they were a travel snack, and it changed my life, and I'm going to pack them now.
I have so we do stockings, like stocking stuffers. It's like one of my favorite things to do.
I love that, yeah.
Go to World Market, spend way too much money. I
Love
spend
it.
more money on like the stocking stuffers than I do on actual presents,
mhm.
which is unhealthy. But there is a little a tiny glass jar of sardines in a stocking upstairs.
I love that. And they
Yeah.
were like life changing. Anyways, do you know
So what we're trying to say is, if you have
Yeah.
food insecurities, no, that is not. That was a bleed in from what we were talking about before. If you have food sensitivities, fuck you.
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying here on the dish.
That's what.
So okay, my last piece. Oh, you don't know about my relationship with the fishmonger in North Market, do you?
No.
Oh, we are like very flirty.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, like we have a whole thing.
Oh, like Ishmael full beard, like walk me through it.
No.
No,
So
that's
he's
my
like
fantasy.
the-
not hers.
No, but he always recommends fish, and he has a really good sardine collection. Anyways,
Ooh.
keep going. What do you think makes a good holiday party?
I'm so glad you asked me this question because I've been dying to tell all of you at home and you. It is, you know those memes lately on TikTok about like, you know someone's gay when there's no overhead lighting?
Yes.
That's me. So what I love at a party is decorations. And I love a decoration with dim lighting, candlelight, like strings of lights, something like gold. Okay, so this is going to be really nerdy, but Tanizaki wrote about a very short book that was translated from Japanese called In Praise of Shadow. And the thing about low lighting is it creates a drama, an excitement, and a mystery that you can't get with bright lighting. And in this time, look how we're being blasted out with like ring lights and all these like very high lit situations ever since the advent of what? Electricity. This is super
We're
nerdy.
topical.
Yeah. So like turn the light down because that's what creates the mystery and the wonder and the sort of like the dream imagination.
I love that.
It's about what you can't see.
Yeah.
So that's what I love is like decor.
Chiaroscura.
In case anyone was wondering at home if I'm gay,
Yes,
now you know.
We know.
Now you know.
In case you were wondering if I was Italian, I just looked in and went, chiaroscura, which
Yeah.
is terrifying.
Mhm.
Anyways,
I'm not Italian, but you know what? When you're here, you're family.
when you're queer,
And Mama,
you're family.
that's Olive Garden.
Oh, we're over
where
time.
do we go from here?
We're over time. We started late. We're over time.
Can I show and tell for the end of the dish?
I love that. Yes, I was wondering what that was, and I didn't want to ask because I figured it was cursed.
It is cursed. This is a box I got.
Christ.
This is a box.
Y'all, no. First of all, when she opens this and she releases the next plague, you all saw it here first on the dish. This is big Pandora energy.
I didn't get this from Pandora.
Pandora's box, not Pandora Fox.
No. I mean, I didn't get it from Pandora of mythological renown.
Did you get it from Pandora Fox? Amazing Burlesque?
No, I also didn't. I also didn't get it from
We just
Pandora.
have to cover
I
both
wish.
of our bases.
I
Girl,
wish.
I would love a gift from Pandora Fox. Anyways, put it in the
Yeah,
universe.
same.
Let's keep going.
Same. It's probably encrusted in diamonds. But this I got from my favorite vintage market in town called Magpie Market. It's right next to the BMV in the Kenny and Henderson
I know
shopping
that
center.
BMV well. Yeah.
Yeah. This is how I discovered them because I walked in with my like documents to get my driver's license renewed. And they saw me with my little manila envelope and they were like, "Oh, you come here from the BMV? We get more new customers that way." So I got a little box that has its own like little skeleton key.
Love that.
Cute. And it contains something inside of it that is the true meaning of Christmas. Are you ready to find out what it is, bro?
Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. It's
This warns me.
what if it's just a reliquary? It's like St. Andrew's penis or something.
I would love that.
Yeah, I would love that too. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The real meaning of Christmas is
Yes.
nothing. Because you make it for yourself, girl.
You make it for yourself, but also look at her in red velvet. Look at her in red velvet.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
It is
I love
very
it.
cute. I love
I actually
this.
haven't figured out what I'm going to put in it yet.
Can we-
I think
It looks like a Beauty and the Beast character, though. Can we all agree?
Yeah, it
like,
does.
It could just be like,
Yeah.
it could like harass a guest.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I had ambitions before this happened.
Give it back. I have a joke.
Oh, okay. Give it back. She said give it back.
I'm attracted to a bureau drawer. Okay, sorry. We're not on brand. Anyways, y'all have been
We
delightful.
didn't part amicably.
Yes. I have a restraining order. Anyways, This has been an absolute journey for us too, and I hopefully for you as well. We realize next week is Christmas Eve and the following week is New Year's Eve. So we will have 2 weeks off from the dish, but we will be back in January, and we are personally and professionally very excited to connect with you again.
What is this, a job fair?
It is.
I'm also really excited to celebrate with you all 4 years of Covered Dish in January. 4 years. We're on season 5 of Covered Dish.
Wow.
Which is my new favorite joke. I said it upstairs like at least 3 times.
I didn't laugh, so I'm so glad you are still laughing.
We'll workshop it.
Girl, I love you. I love you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
Love
if you're
you too.
watching this now or later, Happy New Year from the dish. We love you all.
See you next time. Bye.